New tonight, we're learning the reason for a large police presence in Holyoke, which we first told you about on Friday. A Holyoke man was arrested after he reportedly attacked a man, sending him to the hospital. Holyoke police say they were called to the intersection of Suffolk and Maple Streets around 4 Friday afternoon. There, a victim told officers he was attacked by 3 men he'd tried smoking crack cocaine with. The victim said he was robbed by 2 unidentified men, while a third assaulted him, who we now know was 25-year-old Jared Seary. He was arrested and found with several packs of heroin/fentanyl. Seary faces numerous assault and drug offenses.